It's 1983. It's 26th of the 2nd. A special moment. Finally, I'm here. My mother carried me for 9 months, 26 Feb, she gave birth to a fine son, Damien, they named him. The loudmouth, brave kid, I couldn't stay quiet. Naughty at school, they had to shift me to a private to contain my cheekiness. Teachers couldn't take it cause my back chat was genius, and so I missed sports day. Stacking up chairs, caught licks and the report came. The report blamed me for being the worst in the class, but I was fast, completing all of my work in the class. But with a half heart, I wasn't interested in Vikings, but I love English. I took an interest in writing, but didn't like the anthology, didn't like the philosophies. I guess I was the only kid to express my honesty. This is my biography, straight from the archives, a reserved Pisces, and that's if you believe in star signs. This is my biography, yo. Formed from the egg of Norma and the sperm of Stephen. I'm too young to tell if it was morning or evening, but guess what? I'm breathing. No intentions of leaving. My first breath, my heart begins beating, eyes begin seeing. I can't explain the feeling. What's the reason? I can't define this meaning. I look to the ceiling, I start bawling. It feels like I'm falling. My name's calling, my very first morning. I slept nicely, woke up at 3:04 AM precisely. My mother laid beside me, just providing the warmth that I need. She just lays there smiling, looking at my eyelids. She needs reminding that Busy's been born, but she couldn't visualize it. Couldn't visualize it. Busy's been born, but she couldn't visualize it. The fetus of a genius experienced a hard life at school. He would write with his tools instead of scribbling, would meditate in his high chair instead of dribbling, preferred complex wordplay instead of fiddling. The teachers wanted rid of him, they saw him as a threat, cause the words he would select would baffle, confuse their heads and the rest of the form. He was out of his norm, but what is norm in today's society? He would question, but his suggestions were disregarded in his lessons. They compressed his progression academically with simplified sessions, restricting his methods. They muster saw his gift as a weapon. Of course they were threatened, plotting in the staff room to eliminate my presence. It's sickening, I know, but little did they know Busy had his ear to the door, listening in close to the visions that they hold. It was horrible and cold. They forged his exam scores to make him look poor, put him on a beginner's course. This curriculum is fraud, a violation of laws, underqualified teachers. Everything is a fraud, but his mother wouldn't believe her. No, reports got worse in turn, so did the beatings. One innocent youth petrified at Paris evening, and for what apparent reason? Busy considered leaving, dreaming of a life without school for 4 seasons. A world full of hate for him to exercise his demons. Rebellious, my feelings were imperilous to meanings, but nothing made sense. I used to question what force pulled down when I dropped my pen. Forget about the so-called Newton theory that he discovered gravity. The philosophy it probably was one of Busy's family is definitely a possibility, in fact a probability. Genetically and logically it makes sense. Follow me, the story goes on. Now imagine it, a young whippersnapper so passionate, not having it. As we approach the realization of his gift, we come to the scene when Busy puts his hand up and says, "Miss,
excuse my language, but you take the piss. Why you think I complete my spelling test with a clenched fist? It's cause I'm tense, miss. Your list of wrongdoings is endless, and I refuse to write another sentence under your intention. And I don't care about the empty threat of detention, cause like I just said, that threat's empty."
Since that day, Biz took notes and turned so serious he told serious jokes. Some mistook his demeanor as miserable, but in practice he was a reserved individual, one of God's miracles, interested in the art form of rhythmical principles. Busy wasn't invincible, at times he would cry, and yes, just like the rest he would bleed when stabbed, but something still seemed invincible about this lad. Think it was the look in his eyes, never surprised, took the nice life and strife in one stride, survived till this day to tell the story at least. Certain man will know the truth before he rests in peace.